guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I am in college and my roommate from last year, Meg, whose family is really rich, said she could bring a friend on vacation. It was kinda awkward. I was her third choice, but her family didn't want the first two because they didn't want her bringing a boy or this other female friend of hers they disliked. Oh, that is pretty awkward, hey? Hey, do you want to come on vacation with me? But I've already asked two other people and my family didn't like them, so I'm going to ask you instead. Her parents bought my plane ticket and booked the resort, which I was very grateful for, and I saved a lot of money up so I could make sure I buy my own food and activities when I'm there and treat her family to a dinner as a thank you for the ticket. But when the trip started, it was just bad. It was her, me, her mother, her father, two of her father's friends, and her three brothers going. On the flight, they all got first class and got me an economy seat. But I didn't say anything because why argue about a free ticket? The first night they went to a grocery. It turns out they wanted to cook at the resort kitchen for the whole trip. And by they wanted to cook, it actually turned out they wanted me and Meg to cook. I wasn't warned about this, but it turns out Meg's family is so traditional that they see cooking as a woman's job. And her mum had just had hand surgery. Did they invite this girl to the vacation so she could be their maid and cook or something? I'm actually shocked. Wow, and it's a majority of men there too. Oh my gosh, I would have just went back home, man. Use the money that I saved up and go back home. Screw this family. That's messed up, honestly. If they wanted her to cook and everything, they should have told her beforehand. So she could have been like, nope, I don't want to go, sorry, bye. But now that she's already there and then they tell her, hey, you're actually our maid, so get cooking.
I would have slapped someone.
Okay, I probably wouldn't have slapped someone, but I would have wanted to slap someone. So it was me and Meg cooking every meal for 6 men and her mum, and I can't cook well. I know a couple staple meals to feed myself, but since I rarely eat meat, I don't know how to cook it. I'm also okay at cooking for 1 or 2, but have no practice cooking for a group of 9. I can't believe... Okay, here's the thing. Isn't she the guest, though? I'd be like throwing vegetables at their faces, man.
You cook, screw you all.
None of the men cook, yo. What the heck century are we in right now? You know what, let's just finish reading this. I screwed it up, undercooked chicken and overcooked some steak, and her dad was angry with me. I would have threw vegetables at his face too. I got short with him and told him that if he knew how to do better, he could pitch in instead of standing around criticizing. Ooh. But he got furious and said he was on his vacation. I said that I was trying to have a vacation too. Or did they invite me to be an unpaid domestic servant? Yeah, tell them, girl, tell them. Wow, he really said, I'm not cooking because I'm on vacation. So they really did invite her to be their maid. Pretty much. I would be so mad. I would actually be so mad. I wouldn't even be there cooking, honestly. I would have went home already. Screw this family. Meg's parents and dad's friends got angry I said that and started yelling at me. The argument escalated. I sarcastically called myself the help. His dad snapped at me and told me to get out of their suite and go home. Didn't say anything about how he expected me to do that. I left and called the airline with my ticket and asked them if they could do anything to prevent anyone else from modifying or cancelling my ticket. They let me set a passcode and no changes could be made to the flight without it. Then I went to the resort desk to ask about rooms, saying I was stranded unexpectedly. They actually did have some affordable rooms available because of a weekday discount. So I got housing and still had money left for touristy stuff. Oh, that's nice. I went sightseeing and relaxed on the beach for 3 days until Meg's parents ran into me. They were taking a sunset walk and did a double take seeing me on the beach. They said they thought I was going home and I said I decided to stay. They were angry because they saw me staying and using the return flight as having deceived them into thinking I couldn't afford a vacation and using them for flights when I could actually afford things. Was I wrong for staying on that vacation and using the flight home? No, because they invited you to go there and then things just happened, right? You were not told why you were going on that vacation for, and if you were told, you probably wouldn't have went anyways, honestly. So no, you're not wrong. Why would you be? The fact that they still had the audacity to be like, oh, Why are you still here at the vacation? Like, no, shut your face, get out of my face. Honestly, what the heck, man? What the heck? Get out, please, please. You guys really invited this girl to just be your maid and cook for you guys all? That's messed up. Man, I feel bad for Meg, right? Because that means she has to cook for them because she's the woman and she has to cook. Oh. But I wonder if Meg knew about it and just didn't tell her friend though. Because if she did know about it, then that's messed up. Like, you shouldn't trick your friend into doing something like that for your family. Just because you're giving them a free vacation ticket, you still tricked them. But if she didn't know, then I feel so freaking bad for her. These people really thought it was okay to make their daughter's friend like a servant. Like, what's up with that? Alright, next story. Me and my fiance, Ben's mum, don't have the best relationship. I try my best to be polite around her, but she's the type to have high standards and expectations of whoever date her sons. She has 3. She commented on my hair and body several times and at some point suggested cosmetic surgeries for the future. This upsets me, but Ben tells me this is who she is and I need to learn to have a thick skin, since oftentimes she doesn't really mean to be malicious. What? Anyways, I'm known for baking cakes and sweets. Ben eats what I make, but whenever I bring something to his family to try, they find every excuse in the world not to eat it. I'm okay with that and stop doing it. Why? Why do they not like sweets? What the heck? That's so rude. That's actually so rude. Even if you don't like sweets, you should at least try it, okay? It's so rude to just refuse someone's food like that when they baked it for you. Even if I didn't want to eat something, if someone brings it over for me to eat, then I will eat it. You know, it's just being polite. As long as I'm not allergic to that thing, I will eat it. You're not gonna die trying someone's food as long as you're not allergic. Okay, whatever. I'm already salty about this because I love baking, and if, you know, I brought a cake to my friend's family and they're like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. No. And no one tries it. And then I have to bring it back home. Like, that would upset me. Okay, for Ben's 31st birthday, his mum wanted to host the party. I decided to bake him his birthday cake and he was thrilled with it. I went grocery shopping, took time off work and put so much effort into making how he likes it. I took it with me to his mum's house and to my surprise, when I walked in, I saw a large birthday cake sitting at the dining table. I was puzzled. Future mother-in-law said she requested this cake from the bakery and paid money for it. I asked, what about the cake I've made? She responded, oh, you can place it on the counter over there and we'll let the kids have it. This felt like ice was dropped all over me. I looked at Ben and he nodded at me in a just do it way. I was so mad and the cake was still in my hands at the time. I turned around and made my way to the door. His mum remained standing, but Ben followed me asking where I was going. I told him that he didn't need my cake or me since my efforts were so easily dismissed and disrespected. He said I was overreacting and that his mum paid so much for that cake and it was only fair that he accept it. He begged me to get back inside and do him this favor by basically just going with the flow, but I decided to go home. He got mad and started saying I was being unreasonable and stirring drama over nothing. I went home and he didn't get back till 11 p.m. He was so upset. He said he and his family didn't appreciate the childish behavior I displayed and ruining his party and disrespecting his mum like that. Said I turned this into a huge deal and should have acted more maturely instead of walking out with the cake. Was I wrong for taking the cake and walking out? But one question that I have is, why can't Ben just have both cakes? Like, try both the cakes. But honestly, a part of me does feel like she overreacted for walking out and just going home. Because if I were in her shoes, I would have just still stayed at the party and just, I don't know, let him try a bit of the cake. Because you can have 2 cakes if you want. Just eat both, man. I don't think it was that big of a deal. Maybe it's not about the cake. I really don't think it's about the cake anymore, to be honest. I think it's the fact that she's just over Ben always taking his mother's side and just not caring about her feelings at all, and she's just had enough. Like, we don't know because we're not in her shoes. We don't know what's been happening behind the scenes, you know, behind all of this cake stuff. We don't know their story, their side, whatever. So I do feel like the reason why she walked out was not just because of the cake. It was probably because she was just done. She's had enough of Ben never taking her side, okay? She's had enough of Ben telling her to stick up with it. I don't think she was wrong, but I also don't think she was right either for walking out. Like, there could have been so much to make sure things go right for the party. Like, maybe ask who's buying the cake or who's making the cake and making sure you don't have your efforts wasted kind of thing. But yeah, I just feel like there's no right and no wrong in this story. I think they just need to work it out themselves, honestly. Like, Ben just needs to respect his wife more, and his wife probably just needs to communicate more to Ben about how she feels about everything. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!